All right, what's going on, everybody? So front squats felt excellent. Last week felt decent. 7 was a PR with the pause, heel elevated. I've done more than 7, obviously, but not this style, and it's a more challenging style. So that was good last week. This week felt like 9 or 10 might have been there. I figured, hey, 8's a PR. Let's take it, live to fight another day. I'm going to check the weight now, and then we're going to knock out some axle deadlifts. Should be good. We got a heat wave going on for some reason today and tomorrow, I think. I don't know what that's all about, but oh, okay, good to see. Holding steady with that 209, 210. Hang on a second. All right, we are going in the right direction. I know, not a perfect rep. I'm thinking possibly I need maybe another warm-up set in there because I usually go 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate. 3 plate would be 280, and then I try 330 in hopes that I conserve grip strength. But I've heard some people say grip strength, it just takes a while to fully warm up. So maybe I need to do 300, then try 330. But I mean, that was the closest it's ever been. I mean, definitely wouldn't count if there was some sort of double overhand axle grip competition. But for me, I've never gotten it past like right there. And we basically stood up to right there. And if I was on a different floor, I probably would have tried to get the full lock, but I knew I wasn't going to have enough to control it on the way down. So, I don't want to destroy the gym floor here. That would be quite the hassle to fix. So, going in the right direction. All week, I've been doing those grip strength closer things. I don't know what they're called. Captain's of Crush. Probably it's not from Captain's of Crush. It's just Low Jest, I want to say the brand is. And we went from getting the 250 to maybe half an inch closed to almost closing the 250 with both hands. So possibly that helped because last week 330 was rooted to the ground. I mean, it barely came off the ground. So possibly that's been helping, or it's just been the volume that we've been doing on this. So now we're going to go 250, hopefully for 10. Then we'll do a set of 8. And then hopefully some calves, but we'll have to see how we're doing on time. So yeah, going in the right direction, slow and steady. Gets the elbows going. It's all good though. Gopher's elbow. Believe it or not, I know it's not a massive amount of weight for myself, but because you're kind of forced to go slower. I feel my glutes and hamstrings working more than I do with regular deadlift. So, I'm not recommending it to anyone as a hamstring glute builder, but if you're trying to put a pause on deadlifts for a while, and get some monster forearms going, could be a good option because it forces you to there's no way to progress past 330 for me, right? That's the idea. And with other stuff, like if I said, I'll just stay at 405, like on regular deadlift, that would last for like 3 weeks. And then I'd be like, all right, I feel good. Let's go up. Defeating the purpose of trying to catch squats up a little more to deadlift. And the squats are feeling good. They're moving in a good direction. So, this like forces you to lock in at lower weight, and I don't know, just kind of let other things catch up a little bit, right? All right, little rest. We'll come back, get another set for 8, but it's a good day today. A couple PRs, sort of a PR on the. All right, last set. We'll probably knock out some calves, maybe rear foots. Hand size matters, obviously. Like having bigger hands, you can be able to grip more if you develop it. I had this friend in college who swore like he had solid hands. He's a little taller, and he swore like, on his last breath, like that, bigger hands wouldn't help at all with grip. And I was like, that's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If you have smaller hands, I mean, it's just like height. It's like you get what you get, just develop it. If you have gigantic hands, that's great. You should be way stronger than somebody with smaller hands. Develop your grip. You know what I mean? So if you've got smaller hands, hey, it's all good. Just start working on one of those crushers, just develop a meaty, developed hand, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you get what you get. So just build from there. I don't know why I thought about that. I always thought it was funny. And it is something that does develop with age too. I've heard a lot of people say that. Actually, Hathor was talking about that in one of his recent videos because he absolutely crushed the carry event in the most recent Arnold, the 2023. And traditionally or I guess it would be 2024. Traditionally, his grip hasn't been the greatest. And he said it was just because, another 5 years of just general grip work. So I think, yes, that's true, but I saw a huge difference in my max with this axle deadlift today just by doing those grippers for 1 week. So if I continue to do it, again, it's not going to make my hand any longer. I'm not going to make my hands any longer or wider. I might make them a little wider, I guess, down this way, but it's going to develop the strength as much as I can develop it, right? So that's the whole idea with lifting. I'm not a huge fan of focusing on like, well, this is my genetic limit. This is the most I can get to. Like, I understand that all that plays a factor, but you can't change it. So why focus on it? Just work hard, lift, keep the focus and do your best. If you set yourself this hard limit, like, well, I'm only, this tall and my hands are only this big, so I should only be able to grip this much and do this much on bench. Like, don't worry about any of that. People love to set limitations for you. So if you're setting limitations also, you're gonna really be in trouble, So don't let that negativity get you down there. Like, keep the focus. You can do it. Set your mind to it. Because like I said, people will happily tell you that you can't do something. There's more than enough of that going around. So you got to be your own advocate when it comes to strength stuff a lot of the time. All right, enough talk there. Same weight, probably just 8. That's what I've been doing, 10 and then 8 on these usually. right. Let's get the heart rate going. I'm going to rest a little. We'll knock out some calves. And that's probably it for today. It was a good one, though. All right, last thing. Just going to get a good burnout set here for the calves. Pretty happy with the calf growth. I forget what day it was that I checked. I'm going to say it was on Tuesday, maybe? The physique review. I honestly don't know. It might have been Saturday. Yeah, it was probably Saturday. But yeah, the calves, I mean, the measurements were in all new territory, and that goes hand in hand, obviously, with the body weight going up. You know, but I'm not gonna discount it, you know. Calves are feeling good. Tomorrow on bench, if everything feels good, if we can get some halfway decent sleep, perhaps, then I always typically sleep better Thursday, Friday, end of the week. I don't know what that is, but yeah, that should help, because the 340 last week felt absolutely excellent, and we're possibly still on track to hit 365 by the end of the year on bench. I know we're 25 pounds away, but the power of a deload on bench, when I actually do that, I think is going to be epic, because woo-wee, we're feeling good. I haven't done a deload on bench in forever. I don't know if I've ever done one. Maybe once or twice. I don't know. My shoulders always feel good. Probably a long time ago in college when I thought I was overtraining, all that nonsense. We got one set, you really got to toast them, right? So yeah, I'll make that my plan. If I can hit 355 without a deload, so another 15 pounds from last week, then I'm thinking that I should be on track to do 365, but I'm not a huge fan of saying like, well, yeah, I'd be able to do it, I just don't want to. Like, no, if you can do it and you did it, that's one thing. If you're claiming, you know, that you should be able to do it based on these metrics, like, that's you know, it's not nothing. I mean, it's great if you think you're going to be able to do something, but actually doing it, I forget whose video I was watching, but somebody was saying how, like, they were on track to hit a 400 bench, and the person was like, well, did you? And they're like, well, no, I didn't. And it was like, so you didn't. I don't know. You know, because I do that with things. Like, I have a goal, I try and get something, and sometimes I don't get there, sometimes I do get there. You know, that's life. So hopefully we will do the 365. The upper body stuff, I think we're on track to hit by the end of the year. The log press, 225, especially weighing in at like 212, 213. Maybe some big holiday meals. We shall see. Calves are feeling good. Yeah, and then the 365 bench. I'll have to go back and look and see what the other goals were, because we've adjusted the lower body stuff quite a bit. If we could do maybe a 340 or 345 axle by the end of the year, that would be cool. It's gonna take a little bit to hit that 400 axle deadlift, which I'm okay with. You know, it's gonna give me plenty of time to develop the grip strength and just get, you know, hopefully absolutely massive forearm muscles. So yeah, that's the plan. How many weeks do we have? We got like 9 weeks. 9 weeks to 365. Okay, pressure's on. Yeah, so the ideal will be to hit 355 by the second to last week in December. Take kind of a deload on bench and shoulders to make sure everything's like fully recovered, and then go for the 365. You know, and see what happens. You know, assuming everything feels good. All the, like, I used to have a little tightness in the left side, but since switching to higher repetitions, all that is cleared up. So things are feeling good. So that's it for today. Appreciate the support. Until tomorrow. Peace. And I was gonna say, members, stick around because there's a section of thank you at the end.
Ah, that's it.